How's it going, everyone? My name is Mulder and welcome to GameChron, your #1 stop for tips and tricks on your favorite video games. Today we're looking at Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning gameplay tips and tricks part 1. In this video we'll go over the 4 character classes you can choose from at the start of the game, the 3 unique ability trees that you can upgrade for this character, which are Might, Finesse, and Sorcery, the different type of tiers you can unlock in Destinies, how important it is to get armor sets and what different weapons you can unlock in the game, and then finally where you can find rare chests along with stones that give you extra XP. All that and more straight ahead. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for a lot more. Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning came out of nowhere, but I'm glad we're able to cover it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning tips video.
For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
Let's start off with the 4 characters you can pick in the game, along with what abilities you can unlock for them at the start. Now at the beginning of the game you'll have 4 different characters to choose from, each one with their own unique abilities at the start of the game depending upon how you want to play. Now there are 3 different styles you can play in this game. You could be a frontline fighter wielding powerful melee weapons, a stealthy assassin, or a powerful sorcerer. Whatever style you choose, make sure you're picking one of the 4 characters correctly that fits your playstyle. Once you've made that choice, the game will then ask you what element you wish to choose from. These elements can give extra boost to your character right at the start of the game. For example, if you pick Earth, you'll have elemental resistance, whether if you choose Wisdom, you'll get 10% extra mana. Again, depending upon how you want your character structured, make sure you're picking the right element that fits your character. If none of these elements fit you, select none to where the game will allow you to forge your own later on. For me, I chose Wisdom because I want my character to focus heavily on magic. And what better way to show off those abilities is with the 3 ability trees. Now the 3 abilities you can upgrade in this game is Might, Finesse, and Sorcery. Might focuses on your melee weapons such as hammers, great swords, harpoons, long swords, basically anything that can deal heavy damage is where you want to focus your might. So if you want to be a powerful tank character that likes to be on the front lines a lot, definitely choose Might. If you're more of the stealthy assassin, dagger wielding character, Finesse will definitely be the way to go. Upgrading your Finesse allows you to use certain daggers a lot faster, you can creep up on your enemies a lot better, and unlock devastating attacks only a powerful Finesse player can use. So if you're more of the hit and run type of player, definitely choose Finesse. Now if you're like me and you love using magic, Sorcery is the way to go. In Sorcery, you have abilities to unlock to power up your staff, or certain elemental abilities you can unlock such as lightning. You can also cast a magical barrier over your character, curse certain enemy opponents with explosive magic. It really opens the door for you if you choose to use Sorcery. Now the great thing about this game is that you can mix and match different abilities together, which then takes us into Destinies. Now Destinies are tiers 1 through 5 or 6 to where you can focus on Might, Finesse, and Sorcery together. Here are your choices: Might, Finesse, Sorcery, Finesse and Sorcery, Might and Sorcery, Might Finesse, Might, Finesse, and Sorcery. Now I know that may sound confusing, but if you look right here, depending upon how you want to upgrade and play as your character, depends on what type of tiers you can unlock for that character. Focusing to be quick on your feet while also using daggers and casting magic, Finesse and Sorcery is the way to go. If you want to be a powerful tank character but still unlock powerful magic, Might and Sorcery will do the trick. Now in order to unlock these tiers, you need to make sure you're spending the right amount of ability points to unlock them. For example, one might require you to have Finesse at level 26, while your Might needs to be at level 16. The higher the tier, the higher the requirement for that ability is going to cost you. For me, I'm currently running as a Finesse/Sorcerer character. I like the ability to attack my opponents very quickly while using my magic to back me up in case things get too dangerous. Don't worry if you start spending ability points and then regret your choices later. The game will allow you to reset your abilities in a given area depending upon if you have the right amount of coin for it. It won't be cheap, but it's nice to know that your ability points aren't permanent no matter what you choose. So really take your time and decide how you want your character to be, and try to focus on a particular set of tiers that you're aiming for. It will definitely make life a lot easier for you as you build your character. Now once your destinies have been chosen and you played the game for a little bit, now's the time to level up. You'll have different categories to where you can spend your skill points on: Alchemy, Blacksmithing, Detect Hidden, Dispelling, Lockpicking, Mercantile, Persuasion, Sagecraft, and Stealth. Depending upon how you play the game is how you want to spend your skill points. For example, if you like to build your own armor sets or your own weapons, Blacksmithing is the way to go. If you want to forge your own types of potions, focus on Alchemy. Again, it all depends upon how you want to play, but there are 3 categories I recommend you always spend some skill points on: Lockpicking, Mercantile, and Persuasion. Lockpicking, if it's at a decent level, allows you to lockpick powerful chests to where you can unlock hidden gear inside. This definitely comes in handy when you're low on gold, but you don't have to worry about being low on gold too much if your Mercantile's at a decent level. Having your Mercantile at a decent level allows you to get discounts at merchant shops a lot easier, and then finally having a decent level of Persuasion allows you to unlock different types of dialogue moments with other characters. It can even open up the opportunity for other characters to give you money, persuade them to go into battle with you, surrender to you. It just really depends upon what that character is talking about and what you're asking of them, and how high your Persuasion level is. So design your character the way you want, but I definitely recommend those 3 areas you should focus on upgrading no matter what character you're playing as. Now the different types of armor you can pick up can be based upon how you want to play as your character. Certain armor sets allow might-focused characters to deal more damage and take more damage, while armor sets focus more on finesse allow your character to be a lot more nimble and attack a lot faster, where sorcerer sets allow you to regen your mana a lot faster and cast more powerful spells. If you have a complete armor set equipped to your character, you'll get bonuses depending upon what that armor set has to offer. For me, I'm running a full sorcerer armor set because it allows me to cast magic very quickly, do extra damage, and it also regens my mana a lot faster. Again, it all depends on how you want to play. The type of weapons you can choose in this game are staves, long swords, great swords, daggers, longbows, etc. Basically weapons you would find in any type of RPG. But these weapons allow you to upgrade them with special powerful gems that you can unlock later on in the game that gives this weapon an extra boost in both strength, elemental resistance, defensive, and even how fast you can swing this weapon. For me, I'm using a powerful staff as my primary weapon, followed by the song, which are dual blades that I use for my secondary. I'm focusing my character to be a powerful sorcerer and finesse type character. The staff is for close quarters combat and casting powerful magic, whereas the song blades are used for attacking enemies both medium to long range, along with wiping out groups of enemies at once. There's so many combos you can use with these different types of weapons together, so make your choice wisely. And then finally, I'll talk about where you can find treasure chests and large stones. Now, treasure chests can be found all across the world in this game. You usually find treasure chests hidden behind large boxes where if you break these boxes down, not only could you get gold, but it'll also clear your path towards a chest. Some of these chests require you to lockpick them, but if you spend a few points on your lockpicking skills, you'll be able to break through these in no time. Treasure chests will always be hidden in tight corners wherever you're traveling in the map. Keep your eyes open for sparkles coming off these chests whenever you're traveling around. And be sure you're breaking down boxes because they will always be hiding behind them. And then finally, keep your eyes open for these large stones. These large stones I found on the far corners of the maps of the different regions I'm exploring so far. These stones not only drop you a decent amount of XP, but they also unlock a bit of a story for you, usually giving you a very short story of a deity or a character that this stone is named after. You can find yourself leveling up pretty quickly if you go out of your way to find as many of these stones as you possibly can. And that's it for our Kingdoms of Amalur gameplay tips and tricks part 1. We'll be doing a few more videos on this game, focusing more deeply in the different abilities I'm unlocking for my character, along with more weapons I'm finding, along with other upgrades you should be focusing on. All that and more in our next video, so be sure to stick around. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for a lot more. We're currently doing videos on Marvel's Avengers as well, but we also have videos planned for Watch Dogs Legion, Star Wars Squadrons, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Cyberpunk 2077, and a lot more. So be sure to stick around. I'm Mulder, and I'll see you next time in the GameChron.